Each team consists of 4 or 5 students, though only 4 will be competing at any time. The high school question categories are biology, chemistry, earth and space science, energy, mathematics, and physics. The middle school question categories are life science, physical science, earth science, energy, mathematics, and general science. 2 types of questions will be used: toss-up and bonus questions. A toss-up question may be answered by any of the 4 members of either team that are actively competing, but no consultation is allowed. The first player on either team to activate the lockout buzzer system wins the right to answer the question. Players may buzz in after the moderator has identified the subject area of the question, or else the moderator will inform the player that he or she has buzzed in too soon. The moderator may add time back to the clock if necessary. Answering a toss-up question correctly gives that team a chance to answer a bonus question. Consultation is allowed on bonus questions, but must be answered by the team captain. The team that is not playing the bonus should remain quiet during the bonus. If the non-playing team engages in behavior that is visually or verbally distracting, their opponents will be awarded the 10 points for that bonus question, and the moderator will proceed to the next toss-up. Questions are either multiple choice or short answer. A participant may answer a multiple choice question with either the letter answer, W, X, Y, or Z, or the verbal answer. However, if the verbal answer is given, it must be exactly as indicated in the question by the moderator. If a participant gives both a letter answer and a scientific answer to a multiple choice question, both parts must be correct. In the event that more than one of the 4 choices is equally correct, then any of the correct choices will be acceptable. Any prefacing remarks that do not directly answer the question, such as "my answer is" or repeating the question, will be considered delaying the game and counted as an incorrect answer. A very short vocal stumble is acceptable, provided it does not delay the game. If the first team's answer to a toss-up question is wrong, and the question was completely read, the other team is given the opportunity to answer it. The second team is allowed a full 5 seconds to buzz in after the moderator indicates the answer is wrong, or that blurting or consulting has occurred. Before answering a toss-up question, the team member who has buzzed in must be verbally recognized by the moderator or scientific judge. If a student was not recognized, answering is treated as a blurt, and the moderator will award 4 points to the opposing team, but will not indicate whether the answer was right or wrong. The toss-up question is then offered to the opposing team, if still eligible. No one in the audience may communicate with participants or officials during the match. Communication will result in ejection from the competition room. If someone in the audience shouts out an answer, and the team with which the shouter is associated can be determined, that team will forfeit the match. If the shouter cannot be determined by the officials to be associated with either team, the room will be cleared of everyone other than the officials and the 8 players currently playing. The officials will add time back to the clock, and the question will be replaced with the next toss-up or bonus, whichever is appropriate. If the question has not been completely read, the question is reread in its entirety, and the opposing team has an opportunity to answer the toss-up question. On toss-ups, if consultation among any of the team members occurs, the consulting is then classified as a blurt, and 4 penalty points will be awarded to the opposing team. If any team member should give an answer prior to buzzing in, any answer given does not count. The moderator will not indicate whether the answer given was correct or incorrect, and the team loses the right to answer the toss-up question. Challenges must be made before the moderator begins the next question. In the last question of a half, the challenge must be made within 3 seconds of the end of that half. All challenges must come from actively competing members. If either the 5th team member or the coach objects verbally or by signaling to the active team members, the challenge will not be allowed. All decisions of the judges are final. Challenges may be made either to scientific content or to the application of the rules. Challenges may not be made to judgment calls by the officials. Challenges to scientific content will be limited to 2 unsuccessful challenges per team per round, including tiebreaker questions. Successful challenges do not count against this limit. Should a question or challenge arise during a competition, the clock will be stopped until the question is resolved. The moderator may put the appropriate amount of time back on the clock if it is decided time was lost. If a team wishes to challenge a ruling on the basis of scientific content, but the opposing team is still eligible to answer, the first team should hold its challenge until after the opposing team has completed its toss-up opportunity. The first team must challenge before the next bonus or toss-up question is read. If the challenge is upheld, the second team's answer will be disregarded. The first team will then have the opportunity to answer the bonus question. No challenges may be made during the play of a question. If the challenge is denied, play will proceed as usual from the end of the second team's answer. A question will be considered to have begun if the subject area has been completely read. If a toss-up question is begun before time expires in a half, that question will be finished under the usual rules of play, including the bonus if the toss-up is answered correctly. The half is then over.